Hey y'all. Hello. Happy Thursday. Happy thoughtful Thursday. What kind of thoughts y'all cooking up? What kind of thoughts have you cooked up for today? What kind of thoughts swirling around in your mind today on this thoughtful Thursday? What you thinking about? Think about it Thursday. What y'all thinking about? What you thinking about? Thank you for that thumbs up. I appreciate you. We're moving and grooving over here in Lions Pride. Professional, personalized disclaimer. Do not do anything you hear me say or see me do, no matter how minor or mild, over here in Lions Pride. Okay? YouTube does not certify, register, or license us. We who have our certifications, licenses, and registrations have gotten those on our own. And we would like to keep them, okay? We would like to keep them. So don't do anything you hear me say or see me do, okay? I am licensed, certified, and registered, but not for you. What we're licensed to do over here is just like what any other person on YouTube can do. Just drop some knowledge a little bit, okay? We like to drop nuggets over here. So don't do anything that you hear us say or do, me or even those in the chat, if you talk amongst yourselves. Unless you have first researched it, okay, gathered your information from reputable sources, take any other information that you get from anywhere, put that together, take it to your doctor, all right? Have a conversation with, consult with, all right? Collab with your doctor as it relates to your physical fitness, okay? They say that your health is your wealth. I say your health and fitness are your wealth. So don't do anything that you see me do or say over here without consulting, contacting, collaborating with, confirming with your primary healthcare provider, whether that's your doctor, right? Your general practitioner, right? Your CRNP, your certified registered nurse practitioner, all right? Your physician's assistant, if you've had injuries in the past, your physical therapist, your occupational therapist, all right? And look, we all know that the diet is crucial. So your dietitian, your nutritionist, look, your psychologist, your psychiatrist. That's that whole network of people, whether you just have one or any combination thereof. That whole network of people, those are your healthcare providers, okay? So don't stop, change, reconfigure any exercise plan, program, or routine that you guys have come up with without consulting them, okay? Without consulting them. Hey, Joyelle, sis. Hey, sis. Noonday live. Look, do not do that unless you consult them, because you can hear a lot of stuff online. And let me tell you, these people online, they just hearing what the next person say. What they hear what the next person says or the next people say, and they run with it. You already know that they're not doctors. More or less, how about you're not a licensed anything, okay? Certified or registered. Not when it comes to health and fitness, because those who are know the importance of the things that we say, all right? We know the importance of that. We have to go and get continuing education once a year, every other year, in order to keep that information going, okay? In order to keep that license, that registration, that certification. Then to hear other people just out here randomly throwing out stuff like they're not a doctor, we know you're not. You're nothing in the healthcare field. You're a participant. But you need to be very careful about the information that you put out. Even people who have those certifications, credentials, they need to be careful as well, okay? You never know who's watching, who's listening to these lives, okay? Sometimes people will hear you say something and they'll say, well, let me go do that. Your message may be going to one person in your chat, but you never know who's going to catch the replay. So your message is potentially reaching the masses, okay? You tell somebody not to do something or to do something. Yes, they're adults, but sometimes you get kids, you get teens, you get people in vulnerable positions mentally, and you're telling them something, and you really don't know the intricate details. What they holding for a review, Joyelle? Is that your comment? Let me see. Joyelle, you know how they do you. Honey, your sister is... Now, see, you talking about yourself, but they don't even know. You said cockeyed. You said cockeyed. Let me see if they're going to let it come through. Okay, Joya, can you see it? They hid that comment, Joya. You tired, sis? You had a busy day today, a busy Thursday? Listen, one more day. That is so true, and it could possibly be misinterpreted because it's misinformation. Exactly, exactly. And let me tell you, when I say those of us who are licensed, certified, and registered, we have to even sometimes come back and change something that we've said because, or it may not be necessarily that we got it wrong, but it was the current information at that time. Research, science, medicine, things change, especially when it comes to your health, when it comes to the human anatomy, the human body. You know, things change when it comes to medicine, when it comes to just healthcare. Things change. And that's why it's so funny to me when I see people talking about, oh, I'm not a doctor. They don't even know how to put the disclaimer out there right. Okay, we know you're not. You're most likely not anything in the healthcare field because you haven't been using the disclaimers until you heard other people do it. You know, but, and I feel like everybody should use disclaimers when you're teaching or telling people about something. But it's so crazy to me when they really don't know how to do it. Like they don't even know how to write a simple disclaimer. But those of us who have licenses and registrations and certifications, that's crucial. That's crucial. It's important to do that. Hey, Betty. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Joyelle says, hey, Betty. Happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thoughtful Thursday. Happy Thinking Thursday. You know, have you been thinking today about something that you could possibly do today, tomorrow, the next day to better the situation for yourself, for someone that you know? Have you been having pleasant thoughts? If not, let's work on having pleasant thoughts, okay? Let's work on having pleasant thoughts, right? Thoughts that make you feel good. Thoughts that make you happy, all right? Playful thoughts, joyful thoughts, joyful thoughts. Think about those type of things, positive energy, positive vibes. And of course, if you have not already today moved for an hour, let's get up and go. Let's go. Moving and grooving. Okay? Continued movement hopefully contributes to improvement, right? Continued movement hopefully helps contribute to improvement in your mental space, all right? The workings of your brain, all right? Your emotions, the working of your body, just your whole, from head to toe, right? Movement, keeping things going. That movement continues, it helps their heart to pump their blood through the body, that lymph through your lymphatic system. Helps those joints create the synovial fluid, all right, by way of the synovial cavities to keep those joints moving and grooving smoothly against each other, okay? Surround yourself, come on, Joyelle, and listen. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with positive people and with like-minded people, okay? Because some people, I put up a thing on the community wall about being enslaved to their minds, right? You have to be the conductor of your mind. Because when you allow yourself to become enslaved, that can mean a lot of things. You prevent progress, or you allow yourself to be controlled by others. When you allow your mind to be enslaved, even by yourself, because you lose all creativity, you lose all things you, because you're enslaved to things that you see. Use your mind to think, all right, for the things that are better for you. Don't become enslaved to it. Because let me tell you, a lot of people, that enslavement is something else. Be free. Be free. Free. Free to do you, though. Free to be you. You got so many people. It's so ridiculous right now. What 40, 50, 60-year-old people will do to just get a subscriber. To get a subscriber. It's crazy. They didn't want to be monetized. Now they want to be monetized. Let me tell you something. When they get that monetization bug, baby, they turn into wolves with sheep's clothing. They turn into wolves with sheep's clothing. When they fighting for that monetization, for those pennies that they're gonna get when they get monetized, they fight for that like it's millions. They fight for that like it's millions. They'll do anything. You see them running around hollering certain words to get the links dropped. I don't know if the monetization is just a goal, but it's not gold. You're not gonna be making gold. People will end up YouTube ships in order to just get monetized. The same way people end friendships just for pleasure. You know, people will end friendships just for pleasure. Absolutely. If they aren't adding to you, let them go. Look, Joyelle, if they aren't adding to you, let them go. Let them go. All right? Keep your flow and let them go. Sometimes you gotta keep your flow and you gotta let people go. Because they'll pull on you. And act like they're not pulling on you, but they're pulling on you, tugging on you, watching for your every twist and turn, waiting on your every twist and turn, waiting for every different thing that you do so that they can make sure that it's no longer different. Waiting on every new thing that you do so that they can make sure that it's no longer new. That's a lot of baggage. Let that go. Let them go. Because sometimes when people get goals, they're like ruthless. For the simplest of things, they're ruthless. All to become monetized. It's been this year. Let me tell you something about the New Year's resolutions. You know, the cute thing to say is, I don't do New Year's resolutions. I'm just going to be a better me. That's my goal, but I'm not fixing to sit there and harp on that because I know me. That's my goal. Over half of them that say that, you'll be looking like, when is that starting? Like the new year is kicked in, when is that starting? They just want to be a better them. They just want to be a better them. And it's like, okay, not to be judgmental, but I'm looking, and is this the better you? Because you're actually worse than you were last year. Have y'all ever noticed that? They just want to be a new them. They just want to be a better them. Not even a new them. I'll say a better them. And their actions are just as bad as they were the year before. So I'm like, that's a good thing to say. That's a good goal to have, is to be a better you. But I'm trying to do that daily. Do I fall short? Of course I do. Sometimes I fall short because of the evil that's out here. You got to match energy with energy, okay? You got to match energy with energy. Until you get to that point in life where nothing phases you when it comes to people's actions. Certain things don't faze me. But a lot of times, it's the simple things that really faze the heck out of me. It's kind of like when your girlfriend cheats on you 2 or 3 times, and then the 4th time, she didn't actually go as far as physically cheating, but she passed along messages back and forth. There were phone calls, and that's the one that broke you up. That's the one that broke you up. Boyfriend, same thing. He's cheated 2 or 3 times. You've forgiven him. Then that 4th time, that 3rd or 4th time, he didn't physically complete the act, but you saw messages. You saw so much that you didn't like. And it's like that 4th time, you know, your friends will be like, well, he didn't sleep with her, or she didn't sleep with him. But you're like, okay, but how long would it be before it happens? Hey, Mad Dog. Mad Dog says, hey, Lance Pride, hate you. Yeah, my moderator, Mad Dog, is in the building. Always dropping these funny clips, okay? Mad Dog is in the building. Okay. She's known to drop some funny videos. Y'all go over there and check out the Shorts Table, okay? Go over there and check out Mad Dog's Shorts Table. How you doing, Mad Dog? Joyelle said she had a long day. She tired. Okay, she tired. She's tired. She is tired. Yes. Joyelle says it's been a long day. Okay. So yeah, y'all. It's Thoughtful Thursday. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking about? Like, clear your mind as much as possible, for as much as we can. I don't think anybody's mind is ever completely clear, right? I don't think the brain works that way. You can have a clearer mind, and I guess to a degree you can have a clear mind, but how long does that last? How long does that last? The brain is, your mind, the mind and the brain, of course, are different, but the processes of the brain, it's almost like it's impossible to have a 100% clear mind, and that's not a bad thing, because there's a great thing to have good things on your mind, right? To have good things on your mind. Doing good, Mad Dog, doing good. Just so glad it's still nice outside. It's good. It's a good thing to have good things on your mind. And hopefully, if those things that kind of get on your nerve, when they creep in, hopefully the good can outweigh the bad. Right? Hopefully the good can outweigh the bad. So remember, y'all, that's why we talk about doing different types of activities that improve and increase your brain power, okay? The strength of the mind, all right? The strength of the mind. The mind, the brain and processes of the brain, different areas of the brain determine how we think, right? So they go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. So, do some things to improve your brain power. All right? To improve your brain power. Color. A coloring book can do it. Y'all, this cat is, I guess he said, you being mighty nosy. Y'all, the cat was like, you're a little bobtail cat. He was looking at something. Y'all, cats are just predators. Like, the predator in the cat is so amazing. Like, I like big cats. I like lions, of course. Tigers, leopards, okay? Jaguars, I like those. I'm not too fond of domestic cats, but I respect them. I respect them. I respect the fact that they are so smart. I respect the fact that they're so smart. Triple darkness, the top. What's up? What's up? What's up? Triple darkness, the top up. Okay. As always, your legs look like they lead straight to heaven. Triple darkness, you're a trip. Thank you for coming in here. I appreciate you. We're gonna march y'all while this traffic goes by. Gonna keep moving. Keep moving. Thank you, Mad Dog. Y'all, welcome in. Okay, welcome in. We appreciate you. We're glad you're here. All right, welcome in, everyone. Double tap the screen or click the 3 dots to your right and thumbs up this video. Okay, y'all know I don't fuss about the thumbs, but I appreciate them. I appreciate them. Thank you. Look at that. 7 people, 7 thumbs. I appreciate them. Okay, the thumbs give you encouragement. But the reason I always tell y'all I don't fuss about it, I'll mention them a couple of times. My moderators will mention them. Let me tell you something. If you come here for a few minutes, like 30 seconds or more, you have shown support. A lot of times people don't like to drop in the comment section, but if you do, you've shown support, right? That's 2 ways. That's 2 ways right there. So, how are you? So, that's 2 ways that you have, shown support. So, you can like, of course. You can just hang out for a minute or 2 and give us a view. You don't have to say anything, but we would appreciate you saying hello, so we'll know that you were here. And some people, people like what they like. They don't like what they dislike what they don't like, okay? They like what they like. They dislike what they don't like. So you can like, comment during the live. That's the second way. The third way is you can watch the replay or some part thereof and comment then. Okay, if you haven't subscribed, this is the fourth way you can support. Go ahead and subscribe or come back and see if you would like to subscribe. The fifth way, once you subscribe, ring my doorbell. Ring my doorbell. It's known as that YouTube notification bell, the part where you tap all, so you'll know every time I upload a video or short or go live. Now, I don't do many videos, but I think we're going to start doing the videos, okay? I think we're going to start doing a few videos. Let me look at the comments. Mad Dog says, I feel you, Joyelle. I'm dozing on the ride back home. Look, Mad Dog be busy. Mad Dog in those classes. Joyelle and those students. Y'all be busy. Joyelle says, but sis, I pulled up at the CVS to pick up an item and saw sis on here and now dozing. Joyelle, you dozing in the parking lot. Be careful, sis. Be careful. Hey, Shawanda. Sis, I'm so terrified of cats. Joyelle, I don't know what it is. I ain't gonna lie to you. Have you guys ever been on a safari? Like those lions and stuff, they walk around and it's like, to me, they really just mind their own business unless they're hungry. Hold on, y'all. Okay, somebody was on a motorcycle. Thank you for those harsh triple darkness. Thank you. But y'all, they really just walk around so unbothered. Those lions and stuff on those safaris, they walk around so unbothered, just minding their own business. Because if you think beast mode, the way most of us think when it comes to a lion, I'm thinking they're attacking vehicles. I'm thinking they're attacking vehicles, but they're not. And I know that they've gotten so used to it. But now, don't get it twisted. They will attack. They will attack. But it's just, to me, the way they walk around the vehicles and most of the time not bothering people, that's just so majestically. This might not make sense, but I think y'all gonna get what I'm about to say. Y'all know I twist stuff around over here. That's just so majestically beautiful, majestically entertaining. Like it's so majestic, okay? It's just so majestic. And you can put that on any way you want to explain it. They're majestic animals. And then just to see them walk around the cars and walk through their little pathways the way they do, it's beautiful. But these little cats, let me tell you, these little cats, they mean. They be mean, y'all. They be mean. They be mean. Like I said, don't get it twisted. The big ones are mean too, especially when they're hungry. Mostly when they're hungry. But don't play with them, because that's any animal. When the animal feels like you're threatening or that you're a challenge, they may not be hungry, but they'll act like they're hungry. So yes, says, hi Shawanda. Everybody's speaking. Hey Azra, how you doing? Azra, there's Joyelle. Good morning, Azra. There's Joyelle, Azra. Azra asked about you the other night, Joyelle. I was live late one night. He was asking for you. Yes, Joyelle, it's so beautiful to observe, like to see such majestic animals. The power that that they possess to do whatever they want to do within a split second. But they're just walking, they're just walking. They're walking around like the kings and queens they are. They just walk around like the kings and queens they are. They're so majestic, but they walk around like the kings and queens they are. And again, as long as they're not hungry, and usually if they don't perceive you as a threat, they typically, they just mind their business. They mind their business. But listen, don't ever try it. You don't know when they're hungry, because when they're afraid, they're going to attack too. Y'all seen some of the times where like tigers have gotten out and they're running around through neighborhoods. You don't want to be outside when a tiger has gotten loose from a zoo and he's running around in the neighborhood. You don't want to be outside when any animal has gotten out of the zoo. and ends up getting into a neighborhood. You don't want to be outside, and you don't want your pets. You definitely don't want your children outside. And you don't want your pets outside either. Yeah, I feel like something was biting me. These mosquitoes better not. These mosquitoes better not. It's been so warm outside. It's not mosquito time yet. Yeah, it's not mosquito time yet. They better not. They better not. So what y'all been planning for the weekend? Have y'all been making plans for the weekend? Do you have any plans for the weekend? Or are you just chilling? Are you just chilling? Are you chilling? Any plans for the weekend? Anything you want to do? Anything in particular or anything special that you want to do? I know what I want y'all to do. I want you guys to treat yourselves, okay? Treat yourselves. I feel like we should treat ourselves at some point during the day, every day, right? Even if it's just for like 10 or 15 minutes. Get some time to yourself and do whatever it is that you like. Even if it's when you're at work on your break, right? On your lunch break or your 15-minute break or something like that. Because you know when you get out, you got to get the kids, you got to do a lot of running around, you got to make sure homework is done, you got to, eat. So sometimes you do run, time flies. So if you're at work, hopefully you don't have to work through your break. Take that 15-minute break, eat you a snack, and just kind of unwind. Don't get too comfortable, because you got to finish the other half of the other part of your shift, right? My daughter's birthday is this weekend. Really? Well, happy early birthday to your daughter, Joyelle. Tell her that we over here in Lions Pride said happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to her. And wishing her many, many, many more. Birthdays, when you're young, you have a birthday, you're just like, oh, I'm 17 now. Oh, I'm 15 now. But when you're 27, you're like, okay, I'm 27 now. We still gonna turn up. We still gonna do this. We gonna still do that. Then it's like, oh, I'm 30 now. And you start to think about it. It's like, no more teens, no more 20s. Hey, it's up. Okay, it's up. You hit 40, you're definitely thinking, okay, this has been a blessing, and you want to continue. I hope to continue to receive the blessing of life. Thank you, I sure will. She's going to love that. Oh, that's so sweet. Tell her we definitely wish her a happy birthday. If you want to, Joyelle, if she has a Cash App, you can drop it in the, you can drop it. Look, do like everybody else, Joyelle. Do like everybody else, Joyelle. Put that Cash App in there. Shoot. Put the Cash App in there. Somebody may catch the live, whether they say something in the chat or not. And they may decide to put her, to bless the Cash App. They may. I'm like, even if they don't, it ain't nothing wrong with asking. And it's not that you're asking, it's her birthday. People walk around, what is that when they walk around with the money pinned to their chest? 9 times out of 10, they started off. 9 times out of 10, they started off. Me too, Joyelle. I'm old school. Okay? I'm old school too. Like, I put it on here, but like asking people during the live and stuff. Now I'll do it for other people when I'm modding. I'll say if you would like to bless their Cash App, and then if I know their Cash App, and I know they're good with that, I'll do that. Especially people who are monetized and people who aren't monetized, because people who aren't monetized oftentimes give just as good content as those who are, right? So if I know their Cash App and I'm a mod, I put it in. Because you got some, Joyelle, they ask with no hesitation, no reservation, okay? No hesitation, no reservation. They're going to ask, and they're going to keep asking. And I'm like, okay. And that's, to each his own. That's okay, that's good. But I just feel like there's a limit to anything. I ain't going to keep asking, and I ain't going to keep dropping it in there. I ain't going to do that. Because a lot of times, if you have it in your about section and someone really wants to know what it is, they can go there. Now, sometimes people just don't think about that. But if you ever want to give someone a Cash App, you can go to their about section. 9 times out of 10, they're going to have it there. But that asking, Now I'll take it because that's still asking. The fact that it's in the about section, that's asking. But I'm talking about that constant throughout the live. And even when I mod for people, when I drop the little welcome greeting or whatever, I'll have the Cash App on some of them and I won't on others. Because I feel like if people want to, as long as you have it available, like if you have it pinned, they'll see it. If we drop it every now and again, they'll see it. But I'm talking about me being on here and saying it over and over. Give me a Cash App, give me a Cash App. I wouldn't mind if y'all, no. No, we ain't doing that one. We ain't doing that one. Nothing against those who do, but I'm not doing that one. So we've been walking pretty steady for 30 something minutes. I exercised, I worked out late today. So y'all know what I say, walk with a purpose, right? Walk with a purpose. And walking isn't the be all, the end all, right? You can walk, you can jog, you can skip, you can hop, you can run, you can dance, you can walk in place. Shout out to Roger Just Living. Okay. See, I give people props who bring me ideas and things like that. And Rock came over here and told us, walk in place. Okay? You can walk in place, right? You can get on your bicycle. Make sure you put on that helmet, those knee pads, those elbow pads. And listen, you want to be all the way 100. Put on those shoulder pads and those hip pads. Okay? And we're going to march right here because there's traffic. So we're going to march in place. Boom, boom, boom. We can do a little light marching. Or we can lift it up. Boom, boom. Lift it up. Boom. Lift it up. Boom, boom. All right? And then we're going to keep moving. Keep moving. Y'all know we've been moving. We've been doing and saying that for like over 2 years. But we keep moving. Keep moving and grooving. I'm with you, sis. If people are moved or led, yes. Yeah. Y'all heard that. If they will, yes, they will bless your Cash App. If they are led to, come on, Joyelle. Right. Y'all heard that big dog. He in the car now. He in the SUV. Got his head out the window like a little bad child. Scared the heck out of me because he was just looking at first. Then all of a sudden, I guess he want me to start walking by him. But we walk and talk. We walk and we talk. We walk and we talk. We walk and we talk. Not because it sounds cute. Not because it sounds cute, but because it's a sign of your fitness level, okay? So if you find yourself huffing and puffing, too much, just walk. Just walk. Just walk. And if you do want to continue to walk and talk, then slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Right? As long as you're moving and you keep moving consistently and be persistent about it. Okay? Consistently and be persistent about it. And remember, we just named off all those things. We stopped at what? Riding the bike. Okay? You can get on your stationary bike. Right? You can get on your treadmill, your elliptical, your walking pad. Right? You're a mini stepper, but to me, a mini stepper is basically not for cardio. It's to kind of just improve those muscles, help those muscles and joints, right? Work nonstop in your yard, constantly moving for 30 minutes. I say an hour, but I think most healthcare professionals are happy if you at least do 30 minutes. They're happy if you at least do 30 minutes nonstop. And I know sometimes people are like, well, I do this at work and I do that at work. And that's good. If you do something consistently and it's nonstop, you're probably doing it for 30 minutes, an hour, 6 hours out of 8, you know. So you're right. You're doing something. You're moving around. Because it's not just, like I said, it's not just the walking, it's the movement. Move those arms, okay? Move those arms. Put some pop in that, okay? Put some pop in that walk, okay? Put some pop in that walk. Twist, twist. Work that waist. Work the waist. Work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body, okay? When you hit a plateau and you don't see the results anymore that you have become accustomed to seeing, trick your body, trick your body. That means you need to do something different, right? Go skiing if your area allows. Go hiking. Do any type of cardiovascular aerobic activity to help that heart to pump. Okay, it is a muscle just like every other muscle in your body, but it is the most important muscle. Okay, it has to pump blood throughout your body from head to toe. All right, it has to pump, help that lymphatic system to pump that lymph. That helps that immune system, right? The lymph helps the immune system, right? And moving those joints, that consistent moving that we're talking about, the consistent movement helps those synovial cavities create synovial fluid that lubricates your joints, okay? That lubricate your joints. Now that's basics 101, all right? All right? Now, Joyelle, don't be surprised, because, girl, I'm telling you, people been mocking me like a damn mockingbird around here. Don't be surprised if you hear that, because a lot of them couldn't really tell you the definition of synovial fluid, but you know, there are a lot of people on here who can tell you, but I can name 3 who I know don't know. They probably Googled it since I've been saying something about it. Since I've been saying something about it. But you want to move and you want to keep moving, whether your goal is weight loss or just to remain fit or to improve your fitness level. You know, you can have a couple of goals. It could be to lose weight, right? It could be to maintain your fitness level. It can be to improve your fitness level. It could be to give yourself a mental, emotional, spiritual release, okay? Take those shoes off, take those socks off and walk outside. And walk outside. Take those shoes off. Joyelle probably saying, girl, wait a minute, sis. Take those shoes off. See, I'm throwing out an idea right here, Joyelle. I'm sure it's gonna be done in a minute. Take those shoes off, take those socks off, and walk outside. Walk outside. All right? Walk outside. Walk outside. Go outside, take some deep breaths in and out. Deep breaths in and out. We're gonna do it again and out. Yep, as we're walking. Deep breath in. Release it out. Pull in all that oxygen. Okay, all that oxygen, all that O2, and release all that CO2, all that carbon dioxide and other waste material. Release it. Your body has numerous ways that it releases waste. So exhaling is one way, one good way. So you pull that O2, that oxygen in, and you release that CO2 and other waste out. Okay? If you're having some problems with stiffness, remember, don't do anything we say or do over here unless you what? Consult, contact, consult, communicate with, have open lines of communication with your primary healthcare provider. Be that your GP, your general practitioner, right? Your CRNP, your certified registered nurse practitioner, your PA, your physician's assistant, your psychologist, your psychiatrist, okay? You had injuries in the past, your physical therapist, your occupational therapist. And we know half of it is in the what? The diet. Your nutritionist, your dietitian. So I just named off like 9 specialties. Your specialty doctors, let's not forget the specialty doctors, right? 10 areas of health. And you may have one of those as a provider or any combination of. So make sure that the lines of communication between you and all of them are open. Between them, make sure the lines of communication between them are open. Joya says, you're right, sis. She says, I'm with you. Oh, okay, I saw that one. Look, let me make sure I'm on all messages too. I'm not. Yeah. Okay, I'm still, it's good though. It's good. Sometimes you, like, I don't know. I think most people by now, not just content creators, but subscribers know that if you're not on all messages, you don't see all messages. And sometimes if you're on all messages, you have to hit top messages to see certain messages. I learned a long time ago not to get in my feelings if, it seems like a person is not answering you. Because sometimes people aren't answering you for a reason. They're really like, they're talking, but they're doing other things as well. They're doing other things as well. They're doing other things as well. So it's not that they don't see, and maybe they see something. They can't answer all comments. And sometimes the app will hold certain comments. Hold on, y'all. Sometimes the app will hold certain comments, and then sometimes they do see your comment and they just don't answer. So what? Sometimes people are cooking, or they're just, we're just talking. We're trying to keep your head on the swivel, especially if you're outside or you're doing something. You're trying to watch your surroundings. Or you may just be sitting there looking directly at the computer or directly at the phone. If you are if you're a content creator with a lot of people in your chat, they're not going to see all the comments. They're not going to, and then even though they may technically see, quote unquote, see them, they can't respond to all of them. They can't respond to all of them. They can't. And sometimes people do have favorites that they respond to, because those may be the people who have been with them for a long time. Or it may be, it may not even be that they've been with them for a long time, but they're very supportive, right? They may have been with them for a very short time, but they are one of the most supportive subscribers that person could have ever had. Joyelle is definitely supportive, okay? Joyelle is supportive. So sometimes, people do have certain subscribers whose comments they look at more often, or that they'll catch. And it's not that they aren't seeing you. Yeah, they do see you, but the people just can't answer all of the comments. Now, if they do that and you seem like something's being done to you all the time, I don't know. Maybe you have a point. I don't know. But if that's the case, there's probably a reason for that too. As adults, we don't have to answer to other adults. As adults, or as content creators, because not all content creators are adults. People just, they go about their channels the way that they do. They go about their channels the way that they do. I know some people that don't address any comments. Because they say that their chat is going so fast that they just rather not, because of that reason right there. People will say that you're ignoring their comment. So I don't know. My thing is, And I heard a young man complain about this yesterday. My thing is, if they are ignoring them, maybe they have a reason to. And maybe they only, some people, now I have seen some content creators that they talk, of course you can see the people who are modded because they're in blue, or the people if you have a membership. So they try to focus mostly on talking to those who have memberships. So people probably will say, well, why not just do it in the membership? I don't know. Some people do. But I've just heard that a couple of people have told me that they try to focus, they answer comments, other comments as well, but their major focus is on those who have purchased the membership. And they don't really have to do it in the membership. They see the little emojis, whatever they have for their memberships, and those are the ones they usually respond to. And they say that sometimes the other comments are wild and crazy, like the trolling type comments, so they just don't bother, unless it's somebody that they've seen and that they've become familiar with. So I don't know, people have a lot of reasons for not responding to your comments. And sometimes people do respond to comments and people still going to complain. So I don't know. Sometimes people are still going to complain. So I like it over here. It's cozy, it's small. I pretty much can see everybody. And if I don't respond, then I just don't. It's because it's something I don't want to respond to. You don't really have to say it. For a lot of reasons, you don't have to say it. But sometimes, somebody may say something and you don't want to respond to that with good reason. But you don't really have to say why. You don't really have to say why. You don't really have to say why. Because you have to remember that you do have to kind of, protect the things that you say. Protect, there are some things you don't want to address. There are some comments that you don't want to address. So you have to remember that. Sometimes people just don't want to address certain comments. And even if you don't think that your comment is a bad comment or an invasive, intrusive comment, maybe it's just something about you and what you always saying or something. Maybe you say something that's kind of annoying a lot and you don't feel that it's annoying, but the content creator is like, every time I see him, he's talking about this or talking about that in my chat. So sometimes they'll ignore your comment. So people just, for one, the most common sense reason, they just can't answer all comments. They just can't. Or they just choose not to. They just choose not to. Don't let that bother you. Don't let that bother you. Like the ones that they see that you make, they'll probably answer. And then sometimes you have to think about it too. Sometimes we step away from the phone, we step away from the device. The person could have answered you or addressed you and you just missed it. You just missed it. See, I think a lot of times we get caught up in thinking that everybody approaches the app the same. Everybody approaches the app the same. Moderators step away. And 9 times out of 10, as soon as you step away, that's when all heck breaks loose. That's when all heck breaks loose. You step away for a minute because the chat's been going kind of smooth. It's been going smoothly. And then as soon as you step away, somebody wants to cut up. Or people come in there and they start trolling and stuff. So just remember that it's not even about being perfect. Sometimes the content creator is just not going to respond to certain comments because 1, they don't want to. 1, they don't want to. 2, they don't have to. 3, think about the type of comments that you're putting in the chat. Think about it. Are you redirecting the conversation? And that's okay, because y'all know sometimes in the chat you got 50, 100, 11 conversations going on. You got whatever the content creator is talking about going on, and then you got like 50, 11,000 other conversations going on. So sometimes a content creator will look and see that there's a whole other conversation going on opposed to what they're talking about, and they just don't address it. Doesn't mean that they don't appreciate the support. They just let y'all have it, You know, it's just part of the group. It's a part of the clique. It's what they do. They let you guys have that conversation. A lot of times, content creators are glad that you're having other conversations within the chat, just as long as you're not being disruptive. But some content creators will consider that as disruptive. It just depends. It just depends. It's situational, right? It's situational. If you're always coming in there redirecting the conversation, then they're going to be like, probably not address a lot of your comments. But if you're coming in there and you're engaging with the topic at hand or topics, because y'all know we talk about several topics at a time. If you're addressing the topics at hand, then they're more likely to catch what you're saying or to address what you're saying. But still, at the end of the day, content creators, especially ones with big chats, they cannot always see every comment. They can't always respond to every comment. They just can't. It's unrealistic to think that. And content creators, every time someone comes in your chat cutting up, the moderators can't always respond to that. That's what they're there for, to kind of, regulate the chat. But think about it. Depends on when you go live. If they're not available, then they can't do it. Or if they're multitasking, then they're going to miss something, right? People do not think logically sometimes. It's like, and just because you drop in and say, hey, everybody, welcome in, doesn't mean that you're sitting there and you're going to sit there and engage at the phone or the computer the whole time. It means that you know that they're live. I mean, better that than to miss it. Sometimes you have to miss it. You know that they're live. You say hello. But you got to get dinner on for your family, okay? You may be getting ready for work. You may be just getting off work, getting ready to jump in the shower. So content creators, don't expect that when you go live, that every mod is going to come. And don't expect that when they're there, they're going to catch everything. Because it's very possible that they won't. It's very possible that they won't. Very, very possible that they won't. Another thing, I think the more and more people begin to start doing content, some subscribers know better than this. Some don't. Never go into somebody's live and announce that somebody else is live. Leave that to the content creator. Never go into someone's live and announce that someone else is live. Because even if they're all cool, what you've done then is you directed traffic away from that live to the other live or another live. So they'll find out. Sometimes content creators even announce, hey, y'all, so-and-so is live. I'm about to get off. So y'all go over there and check them out. Go over there and support them. But if you sit at their live, that is bad etiquette to come into someone's chat and announce that someone else is live. If you rock with both of them, cool, because they probably rock with each other. Cool. But it's just poor etiquette. I think etiquette is a word that has gotten thrown away. It's gotten thrown away. And I'm not just talking about social media. I'm talking about in general. So that's poor etiquette to announce that someone else is live. Now, if the live is wrapping up or ending, then it's not so bad if you do it then. But if you come into someone else's live, never announce that somebody else is live. Unless, the exception to that, in my opinion, is if the live is wrapping up, and if you guys, because like I said, the two content creators can be real cool with each other. That's not the issue. It's just poor etiquette. Hey, Georgia girl, hi host, passing through support. Thank you, Georgia girl. Thank you for passing through supporting. I appreciate you. So if you announce that somebody else is live, like Georgia girl, she's a content creator. I'm a content creator. Hello. Do not go into Georgia girl's chat and say, Lions Pride is live. Don't do that. Don't come into my chat and say, Georgia girl is live. Let Lions Pride do that. Let Georgia girl do that. That's proper etiquette. Yeah, don't do that. That's poor. Now, again, content creators will do that, because it's not that you don't want them to be supported. It's just that if you're in somebody's live, I don't care if they have 2 people, 10 people, or 100 people. They're live. Everybody's trying to have, support. So don't go in there and say, hey, because you might say, for instance, it's a really big content creator. This person has 10 people in their chat, and then you come in and say, so-and-so is live. Well, that person over there already got like 50 people, and this chat only has 5 or 10, and you just took 4 of them. Right, Georgia girl, right. It's all about respect. So you just took 4 of them, because a lot of times everybody's kind of, not everybody, but the way YouTube works is like neighborhoods. And a lot of us are in the same neighborhood per se. The same little area. I won't say sector, because there are certain things called, areas called sectors where they kind of focus on doing eating, beefing, skiing. It could be anything. and like van life, traveling, and it can be like considered a sector. But a lot of times it's not really a sector, but we all travel kind of like, it may be like, say, 20 content creators, and they all kind of have the same subscribers, and we just kind of travel in the same neighborhood. It's nice to come in, but one of them may have 50 in the chat, 30 in the chat. The other one only has 6 or 7. Don't go into their live and say so-and-so is live, because then you may pull that half of that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Georgia girl. Georgia girl says exactly. Joyelle says, hey, Georgia girl. I hope she's still there. Georgia girl, if you're still here, Joyelle says hello. So you may pull them out. Don't do that. Because there are a lot of people who go live at the same time because they have to. And look, that's why I always tell y'all, I try to keep it to 45 minutes to an hour. Maybe an hour and a half if we're really having a lot of conversation. Because subscribers like to support different people. And I just feel like it's kind of selfish if you're on like 2, 3, 4 hours. It's like, it's nothing wrong with it, because you could be really having fun. Like when Mad Dog does game night. Or just certain content creators just have fun chats like that. But like, to me, 2 hours, I think it's sufficient. Because we're all trying to support each other. And if I stay in one chat for 2 hours, then, I may miss supporting somebody else. So when people go live, this is what I usually do. When people go live who I support, and I know that they're going to be on 2 or 3 hours, even if whether I'm modding or not, I stay in there a little bit, and then I go check out the other person for a little bit. And if there's a third person, I check them out for a little bit. Because I want to support them all. And, sometimes people have to go live at the same time. Even content creators who are cool support each other. You got to because you got to think about it. We got to keep our viewership up. We got to keep our hours up. So sometimes you have to go live, like at the same time. There's nothing wrong with that. Now I do understand that sometimes people who don't click well, they'll see somebody live, and as soon as that person goes live, they'll go live. I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about the messy stuff. They'll go live just to see if they can pull somebody's subscribers. They'll do it intentionally. But sometimes it's intentional, but it's because of the time constraints. That's so considerate too. Right. Like, there are people like, it might be Rock Just Living. It may be Sis Sin. If I can only go live at a certain time and she's live then, most likely she's going to be live longer than me. So I'm going to go and support as soon as I'm done. But I'm not going to, if I'm in her live, for instance, I'm not going to announce that somebody else is live. That's not, if they find out, they find out. And so if I'm live and somebody goes live, somebody I'm cool with, I don't want it to be announced. I will announce it like toward the end. if somebody does happen to say, well, so-and-so is live, I'd be like, okay, I appreciate you letting me know because I rock with her, I rock with him. But I usually, please don't do that in my live. Because when you do that, if I only have 10 people, that person may already have 100. So it's just being considerate. And those are content creators that I'm cool with. It's just not, it doesn't matter about who it is per se for me. It's just that it's considerate. It's just YouTube etiquette. I was told that a long time ago, not to announce that somebody else is live in somebody else's chat, even if they're cool. Because y'all know sometimes these lives be popping. Like they be popping off. And if you hear, oh, so-and-so live, and you know it's some stuff going down that's been going down for a couple of days, you're gonna leave that live. You're gonna leave that live. And that person really does, they deserve the support too. And then plus, most likely, especially if they're not gonna be on long. So what I often do too is if I'm on my laptop, y'all, I will have 2 or 3 tabs open. If it's people that I'm really cool with, or if it's in their live at the same time, I'm not gonna announce it in their live, but I will watch. I've seen people, they had 2 or 3 tabs open, and they dropped down in somebody's comment section and mentioned, and they talk to them like they're talking to the other content creator because they're trying to support everybody. And that's too funny. But 9 times out of 10 when that happens, it's usually people who get along anyway, and it's just a laugh. We just laugh it off. Like if, say for instance, if Joyelle has 2 tabs open and she's watching me and Mad Dog, and then she makes a comment that's referencing something that Mad Dog is talking about, we just laugh it off. It's just funny. She's trying her best to support both people. So I'm not talking about stuff like that. That's just funny. That's hilarious. Ethics 101. Yes, Joyelle. Yes. Like that is just funny when it happens. But, and honestly, when people do it, I really don't think they mean any harm. But my thing is, just try to make sure, I suggest not doing it. But if you do, make sure like that person is about to end their live or something. And then, be like, hey, Mad Dog, or hey, Lions, Mad Dog is live. I'm just letting y'all know, if you know that it's the end. But if you don't know that, don't do it at all. Because sometimes we have to go live at the same time. We just have to. And then guess what we do when that happens? We just catch the replay. Joyelle, people have done it. It's so funny. Look, but what's really funny is, let me tell you, you might have 2 content creators going at it, right? And then somebody drops in one, like content creator A, content creator B. They into it. Well, a supporter of A accidentally drops down into B's chat saying something kind of dragging B. That has happened. Yeah, yes, right. That has happened. And then you know what? Guess what? 9 times out of 10, the content creator catches it. We were just talking about missing comments. Out of all the comments they miss, if you drop in there and say that person's name, that's the one they catch. And they be like, babe girl, you in the wrong chat. You are in the wrong chat over here talking about her or talking about him. And you'd be like, oh shit. So you watching both of them either like on 2 different devices or the same device, and you got 2 tabs up, and you trying to make a comment in the content creator A's chat about B, and you make it in B's chat or vice versa. Man, that's so embarrassing. Joyelle said, Joyelle, that is so embarrassing. But yeah, I'm like, especially if I'm on and I can tell, like when I'm on the phone, I can't. But if I'm on my laptop and I can tell somebody is live that I rock with, I'm going to announce it when I'm about to end. I'm going to be like, for y'all who don't know, Mad Dog is live, Cindy is live. So when I end this, if you haven't been watching them already, go over there and catch them. I like to do it as a content creator because I can kind of do it when I'm finishing up and I don't even have to worry about that. So there's nothing wrong with the content creator doing it. And there's nothing wrong with you watching 2 or 3 people on 2 or 3 tabs. Like I said, it's a way to support people who you support. Because sometimes people have to go live at the same time. They just have to. Maybe because of the work hours, maybe because they got stuff to do with their kids, so they got to fit it in right here. Right here. As soon as they find an opportunity, somebody they rock with is live. But you know, they just got to. So if you find that that happens, when that happens, if I see someone is live, 2 people that I support or 3, I put one on my phone, I put one on my laptop. Or I put both on my laptop. And I just open up 2 tabs. Especially if I mod for both of them. You know, especially if I mod for both of them. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. Okay? There's more than one way to skin a cat. So y'all look at the legs move. Watch the legs move. Watch the legs move. And I hope that you will be motivated and encouraged to get up and move your own. You know, moving with a purpose. Boom, 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 boom. Moving with a purpose. But, you know, depending on your fitness level and your health, do not try to do what you see me do or you see your neighbor do, your sibling, your parent. Some of these parents get it in, y'all. They do better than the kids. Don't try to do what you see your kids do. Don't try to do what you see somebody else at the gym do. Whatever they do, you don't want to do that if it's above the level that you are right now. You want to work up to that. Okay? You want to work up to that. And this is not a negative, but you cannot compete where you don't compare. When it comes to preserving your fitness, you want to improve it. You want that stamina to go up. You want that endurance to go up. You want that stress level to go down. But don't do things that you know you're not used to doing and that you're not quite at that level yet. Okay? Quite at that level yet. You will get there. You will get there. That's why I say so many people come over in my chat, then they want to leave here talking about, oh, I walk and talk. I walk and talk. The walk and talk is it's just a cute rhyme. It's a cute rhyme. But you can walk that way. You can walk this way. You can walk my way. It's so much to say. The walk and talk does rhyme. And I know it sounds cute. But the walk and talk for me is because it is a display. It's evidence of fitness level. It's not 100% evidence, you know, but it's just, you know, it shows your fitness level. All right. It's not 100% accurate with everybody, but that is just kind of like a general observation. That's generally speaking. The important part is what? Walking. So that's why you can walk this way, you can walk this way, you can walk, you know, it's like the walk and talk just got people like, I'm like, oh, it rhymes, it sounds cute, but it's more to it for me than it sounding cute or it being catchy. Okay? Mostly it's reflective of one's fitness level. Because guess what I preach? If you cannot walk and talk comfortably, Joyelle says, and say, neighbor, yeah, Joyelle, come on, Joyelle. Off your butt and, okay. Off your butt and on your feet. Okay, neighbor over there, back there, all the way in the back, all the way up front, back over there. Okay, off your butt and on your feet. See, Joyelle gets it. We're doing the same thing, but I like to put a little difference on it, a little spin on it. And I'm tired of y'all that come over here and get in the chat and get mad because I call you out for leaving here saying something that you ain't never said till you came over here. And we all in the same neighborhood. What, we gonna look all the same? We already doing something that's the same, but that's a good thing. We're moving, we're walking, okay? The walking and talking ain't just because it sounds cute and it rhymes. We beyond elementary, okay? My walk and talk, it has a variety of reasons behind it, okay? But one of the most important ones is that it is a display of your fitness level. So if you're a little winded, that's okay. But sometimes you need to, if you feel like, or go back and listen, it's okay to slow down and or stop. You will get to it. You will work up to it. Okay? You will work up to it. Got my bag twisting around. Trying to. Whew, you will work up to it. I got 2 bags on. I got a water bag on one side and another bag on the other side. You will get up to it. You will get up to it. And even if you don't, you got to remember what? You've had those conversations with your healthcare team and you know what is appropriate for you. Okay? That is the importance of having those conversations with your healthcare team so that you know what is appropriate for you. And by the grace of God, you will improve. You will get up to it. Regardless, whatever your fitness level is. I won't say regardless of. I'll say whatever your fitness level is. Hopefully you can improve it by walking. Walking is the main component. By jogging, by running, by skipping, by skating, by riding your bike, by riding your stationary bike, by getting on your elliptical, by getting on your treadmill, by shooting basketball with your kids or the kids in the neighborhood or the neighbors. Get the grown folks out, okay? Playing kickball, whatever it is that you decide to do. Okay, oh, come on, Joyelle. We add nuance, okay? That's what I'm talking about. We add nuance to it. So, just get up and move, dance, walk in place. Walk around the biggest room of your house. If you don't want to go out in the cold or the heat, walk around it 2 or 3 times. Do however many laps to get in the number of steps that you want to get in. If you're not keeping up with the steps, just do your laps. If one room is not enough, look, make another room, add another room, okay? Make a little track inside your home and walk around 2 or 3 of those rooms so many times, okay, to get it in. And if that starts to get a little bit too crowded for you, go outside and walk around your home or your apartment. Walk around the perimeter of it. Walk up and down the street. If you don't want to do that, walk up and down the street. And guess what? You're getting in your movement, your cardiovascular aerobic activity. You're not going to spend money to do it because you're right outside. And if it becomes too hot, you can go inside. If it becomes too cold, you can go inside. If it starts to rain, you can go inside. Okay? Is Joyelle laughing? You can go inside. So there are so many free ways. Yeah, walking is the craze. For some, walking has been a craze forever. Okay? For some people, for some, it's a new craze. For some, it's just, oh, I'll do it because I see this. And next thing you know, they aren't doing it. So for whatever it is for you, hopefully it's working for you. But it's not just that. You can jog for free, skip for free, sprint for free, run for free, play volleyball for free, play soccer for free, okay? Jump rope for free, go hiking for free, go skiing. Now that might not be free, but hey, I'm just throwing out some ways. 9 of those ways were free, okay? We talked about those who feel like they have to go to the gym or they won't be motivated. Some people will tell you that they have equipment at home, but they just keep walking past it. They walk back and forth and they walk past it. So they prefer to go to the gym. Now January is gone. We're now in February. So they may not have the January gym specials. But hey, gyms often have specials throughout the year. So even if it's like $1 every time you come work out, guess what? That'll end up being $28 when you could have spent 9 or maybe 10 or 15. But the good part to that is, why spend 9 or 15 if you're not going to go at all? But if you spend $1 each time you go, even if you go 10 times, then you feel a little bit better about it. And maybe after that, you can be like, well, okay, let me just go ahead and get this membership for $10. Let me just go ahead and get this membership for $15. And then you will become more dedicated, more committed to doing it. So I understand when people don't want to sign contracts for 6 months, a year, or whatever, however long they offer. And so they catch those deals where they say, okay, well, we got this thing where you come in and you pay $1 a day or $2 a day. And you go in every day during February and you end up paying $56. You're going to be mad at yourself. But hey, what if all of a sudden March, you sign the deal and say, okay, March to May, $10. And then May gets there and you look back and you only went to the gym once in March, twice in April, maybe 2 or 3 times in May. So you just wasted 30. At least when you spent the 58, you did what you intended to do. At least you did what you intended to do. Okay? At least you did what you intended to do. So we're going to wait for the traffic. We're almost done. Joyelle, I started talking about that gym. Somebody took a light bet. They don't want to talk about their gym. They don't want to talk about the gym. Or they don't want to talk about coming over here repeating everything I say. Is one or the other rubbed in the wrong way. That means somebody over here watching who shouldn't be watching. Go on, you right. You shouldn't be watching. I know. Yes, Joya, it was 13 up there. And as soon as I got done talking about that gym, it was 12. It ain't nothing but some nosy. Somebody probably used to be over here and can't just stop coming. Because you know people be saying they don't deal with people, they don't this, they don't that. But as soon as you hit the live button or as soon as you put something on your community wall, they critiquing it. Right, Joyelle. Looking at. As soon as you put something on that community wall, they critiquing it. Yep. I'm like, what happened to that? Better me, New Year, better me. It be them. It be the ones. It be the ones. And it be the ones that say, oh, I thought she was positive. Yeah, I am positive. But we can get down. Shoot. People want you to live up to the expectation that you have of you. My thing is I want to be positive. I want to keep things positive so that they can flow smoothly. The more positivity, the more smoothly, the smoother things flow. People are adults. People are different, right? You want to be different. It's boring everybody doing and being the exact same. And I'm not just talking about the content. I'm just talking about people in general. So people are going to be different. But when you say this is what you like to do and this is what you like to have on your channel, the first time you have to come out a bag or a box, then it's, oh, I thought they were this. I thought, yeah, you did. You thought. But sometimes you get to thinking wrong. Sometimes you be thinking wrong. They are that way. They are that way until they need to be a different way. You know? They are that way until they need to be a different way. A pastor will tell you in a New York second. I ain't always been a pastor. Honey, I tell my children, I ain't know, okay, but don't put, exactly. When you talk about being positive, all of a sudden, then you have to get in some boogaloo baloo. Then all of a sudden I thought they was, yeah, they were. And they still are. They just gonna have to come out of, a different bag sometimes. It is what it is. They don't like to. But if you notice, anybody that preaches or says anything about positivity, if they see you in a certain chat, oh, how are they positive? Well, what am I doing in the chat? What am I doing to make you think I'm not? Because I like this content creator and I'm in here speaking to her people, that means I'm not positive? Yeah, she may be getting down with the get down. And that might be a reason I like her, because of the way she handles her business. Or him, because of the way he handles his business. I might like certain other things about that person, the content creator. I'm not trying to live up to the expectations of the content creator, or definitely of the subscribers. But sometimes you just like something about that person, and that person may be in the mess a lot, but you're there because you like them. You have a rapport with them. That you'll have subscribers, oh, he ain't positive like he said, or she's not positive like she said. Yes, he or she is. They can go, they're grown, they can go where they want to go. It can be a lot of mess or not. They don't have to stay in positivity. That's just like saying somebody who likes action movies will never watch a soap opera. People like what they like. It's about what they do. And then it's not even always about they do. Like you said, don't push. So you have to think about it. You don't like being pushed. So the next person doesn't like being pushed. The other person over there doesn't like being pushed. So when you see somebody in a chat and you feel like it's not positive, before you go judging and thinking that you're the barometer by which they should judge their life, or you're the thermometer that should be gauging the temperature of what they do, Just think for a second. Maybe they like the content creator. Maybe they like certain members of the chat. Are they engaging in the stuff just because they said hello? Geez, we'll gather you, okay? Have you ever been popped? Have you ever, wait a minute, gooped and gathered? God, Joya. Joya, you know it's dark out here. I had to pull that up. Okay? I mean, people, they expect you to be, and I expect people to be what they say. I expect people, but honestly, I don't expect anything out of people I don't know. To be honest, I expect people to who I know to be what they say. But guess what? If I really know them and I've gotten to know them, I know what's them and what's not. They can tell me all day long, they messy. They can be like, I'm the messiest person around. But if I've grown up with them and I've gone to school with them or gone to college with them, I'd be like, girl, why are you calling yourself messy? You like to watch a little mess, but you don't never say anything. You don't never interfere unless it has something to do with you. But that person may feel like that makes them messy. I can't change her mind, but to me, no. And if she's about positivity, they say birds of a feather flock together. I know. But sometimes, especially, just think about it with your friends. If you could think of the 5 people that you really rock with in life, one of them is probably a lot messy. One of them is probably a little messy. One of them is probably the peacekeeper. One of them is probably the one that ain't never got time for it, but she just like y'all crazy butts. So, sometimes opposites attract, not just with relationships, it's like love ships, like just friendships. Sometimes opposites attract. Exactly. Will they be disappointed every time? Sometimes opposites attract, even when it comes to, friendships. So you cannot, just because a person says that they don't want this at their channel and they want to be this way, you cannot expect him or her to never be a part of nothing. Now, if they say all of that, but they always in the mess, then that's a different story. It's kind of like the person I said that you grew up with. She's sitting up there saying she messy, and you like, girl, you don't be doing nothing. And then your other friend over there talking about, I know I ain't messy. I don't be liking no mess. And she the one that's always stirring up the pot, and talking about she don't like mess. That's how people are. And then you got some people who acknowledge they're messy. You got some people who will acknowledge that they're messy. So just because somebody is in a certain chat doesn't mean that they're messy. But now when you watch their actions in that chat, then you can make a better determination. And you watch how they, because like I said, we're kind of in neighborhoods. So if I see you at this house, later on we'll probably see you down at that house. Later on we'll probably see you over there across the street. Later on I'll probably see you around the corner on the other street. Then you get to watch each other a little bit more, and you be like, she said she ain't messy. That's a lie. Not because I see her in messy places, but because I see her behavior or his behavior in those places. Because you can be somewhere where people cutting up. And like I said, sometimes the chat got 2 or 3 other different conversations going on. And if you like those people who are in that chat, you're probably over there just talking to the moderators or talking to somebody else. Oh, y'all. There's an ambulance. I hope everything turns out good, because that ambulance is flying. Joyelle says the mama in the group. Yeah, the peacekeeper, the quiet one, the grandma of the group, baby. I know. Yeah. So opposites do attract. So just, just because, yes, birds of a feather flock together. And 9 times out of 10, there may be one core thing that they have that's just alike, or that's really, really similar. But it's still, they're individuals. Now, we ain't talking, they aren't dealers, We're just talking about like people, a group of associates, friends. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have all those things I named and all those things that Joyelle named. Somebody's going to be different. Just watch Girlfriends. You got one, Golden Girls, one of the one of the original Girlfriends. You got Golden Girl. You got one that was a little goofy. You got one that was silly. You got one that was a little loose. You got, and sometimes them being so different is the best thing for that group of people. It's the best thing for them. So it's not so much always that birds of a feather flock together. That can be the case, but in some cases, that's not it. So I'm gonna get out of here, y'all, because it's dark and we've been on an hour and a half. Okay, an hour and 26 minutes. And y'all know what I say, I don't like to be on too long, like an hour. And if we have a good conversation, maybe an hour and a half, maybe two. And y'all know anytime me and Joyelle get together, we're gonna be talking. It's like we on the phone for real. I'll be like, I'll call you back, Joyelle. We be on the phone for real. So I'm about to get out of here, y'all. Y'all know what time it is, right? Some of our closing words over here: don't let bothered people bother you, right? Don't let stressed people stress you out. See, don't let bothered people bother you, because bothered people are often bothered, right? By other people. So then they come in, they bother you, all right? So don't let stressed people stress you out. If you find yourself in a misery lounge, grab your grip and go. GYGAG, or either GTGAG. They can grab their grip and go and leave up out of your place, up out of your spot, okay? And then y'all know the main one. I wish you peace. Look at Joyelle dropped it already in the chat. I wish you peace, positivity, and prosperity, okay? And let all three of those serve your purpose. I wish you peace, positivity, and prosperity. And let all three of those P's serve that fourth P, your purpose, okay? Love you too, Joyelle. Thank you so much for always hanging in here with me. Okay, whether you come at the beginning, in the middle, or closer to the end, you hang in there, and I appreciate you. So that's why I was saying earlier, sometimes you have people on here that you have rocked with since day one, but they can be your best supporters, but you have people that you can meet a month ago, and they're your best supporters. You just have to feel people out. They have to feel you out, and pay attention to your discernment. Pay attention to your discernment. I love you, Joyelle. Mad Dog came through here. Much love to Mad Dog. Shawanda, I think Betty came through here. Triple Darkness came through. Thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate you. Azrael came through here for a few minutes. Now, Azrael didn't even talk that much. And Joyelle, the other night, I was live. I think it was Tuesday night. And he was in here talking about, where's Joyelle? Joyelle said, amen. That's right, Joyelle. Amen. Girl, he was asking about you, and he dipped up out of here quick today. But I will see you guys on the next one, okay? Y'all have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, your thoughtful Thursday, thinking Thursday, thankful Thursday, whatever type of Thursday you're having, okay? Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, okay? Make sure that you plan, even if you have to work, all right? Because I know some of us, your weekend is like during the week. You're not off on the weekends. You're off maybe 2 days during the week. Look, even on the weekends, find some time for yourself to use those to practice those R words. Relax, release, relate to the things that you can, resolve the things that you can, okay? Revisit some things that you need to revisit that are positive, that are good for you, right? Right? Reevaluate some things, okay? Reintroduce yourself to some old things. When I say revisit, you can also say reintroduce. Reintroduce yourself to you. Reintroduce yourself to parts of the old you that you liked. We always say we want to be better. We want to get better. But sometimes reevaluate. Reevaluate yourself and look at some of those things that you like that you used to do. Some ways that you had that maybe changed for whatever reason. And you would like to be that way again. Right? Right? So we want to refocus. We want to reset, and we want to restart, okay? Reset, reinvent. Yes, definitely, Joyelle. Sometimes we want to reinvent ourselves to make ourselves better for us and for our families, okay? Just remember God first. And I know most of us are going to say family and us. And even though you feel that way, remember, what's that other word I like? Self. It's okay to think about self-love, right? Self-improvement, right? Self-control, self-restraint, right? Self-acknowledgement. It's okay to think about self, because you got to make sure that you keep self good so that you can put family ahead of you, okay? Reconstruct. Come on, Joyelle, because it might not even just be about you. It could be relationships, okay? Reconstruct some relationships. You know what? You got people who, I always talk about it. I talk about it probably every week. You don't speak to your family because you fell out. You had a falling out. You have a falling out with somebody on social media. You can't wait to get on here and say something to them, throw a subliminal, sometimes be direct. But then you right there in the house with your spouse or your kids or your parents, or you're in the town with your family or your old friends and had a spat, and every time you see each other, you ignore each other like strangers. That's crazy. So reconstruct some of those relationships, okay? Reconstruct some of those relationships. Do some reconstruction on some things. That it may not be anything wrong with it, but you just want to improve on it. So do some reconstruction. Do some reconstruction. Remember who you are. Remember who you were. Remember who you are. And remember who you would like to be. And if you haven't really thought about who you would like to be, remember to think about it. Okay? Remember to think about it. Remember to think about it. So, again, I wish you guys a good night. If it's the Lord's will, tomorrow is Friday. We will see you over here tomorrow, okay? For the next Let's Walk and Talk original in Lions Pride, okay? Where we walk and we talk, right? We talk about a lot of healthy things, you know. We want to encourage people to get up and improve their fitness level. They say your health is your wealth. I say your health and fitness are your wealth, right? So that's what we want people to do. Okay? Joya says, sis, I just did a speech on some of the R's. See? I'm telling you, that letter R, it has a lot of positive words, right? It has a lot of positive words. A lot of positive words. That R, you can come up with a lot of positive words. I'm telling you. You know, you might not always be ready to apply them, but there are a lot of them. I'm sure there are one or two of them that we named, that anybody who catches this live replay, anybody who is in this live and we don't see them, or anyone who catches this live replay, I'm sure you can take at least 5 of those R's and in some way improve yourself. Resent sounds like a negative word, but if it was something that you did that wasn't so pleasant, something that you used to do that wasn't so pleasant, remember those things that you resent. Don't harp on them, but remember them, okay? Remember some of the things that you resent, that you've done, okay? But don't hold on to resentment, because then it can become negative. And pretty much when you think of resentment, it is negative. But, you know, it could be, you know, some people don't resent the things that they did, so that makes it negative. So use the word resent in a positive way. Look at the things that you resent that you did and make sure that you don't do them again. Look at some of the things that you resent that you did, that you participated in, and just make sure that you don't do it again. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Again, if it's the Lord's will, we will see you in the next Let's Walk and Talk. All right? And Lions Pride Original. Bye, y'all. Have a wonderful night, everybody. It's dark, y'all. It's dark. But I'm where I need to be. Joyelle, look at that. Here go a cat, Joyelle. Here come a cat. In the dark. Let me get away from him. Bye, y'all.